Hi everyone, I hope you're well, thanks for clicking on the video. I have some more Last of Us content for you all today. We're going to be discussing Bella Ramsey and her casting as Ellie and some of the negativity around that. Also some of the details that have been released regarding her casting, right? Like especially her being encouraged to not play the video game. That's something I found very interesting and I wanted to talk more about that. Firstly, I want to begin with saying I feel like a lot of the negativity around Bella Ramsey right now is very unjust and unfair. Especially some of the negative things I'm seeing online is just cruel and super toxic, fat shaming this like 19-year-old girl, saying that she's not fit for the role, saying that she's not right for Ellie. When we first met Bella Ramsey, well when many of us first met Bella Ramsey, being me when I say that, she was playing the Mormon girl in Game of Thrones, right? And she played that role fantastically. She was a badass, she was a little kick-ass soldier, and the way she went out in that show, right? She went out like an absolute G. And if she could even carry just a small percentage of that over into the role of Ellie, I think she's gonna nail it, right? Something I did find a little strange was she said that she was encouraged not to play the video game in her audition, which to me, I just can't fully understand why that is the case. Maybe it's because they want to have this portrayal be as genuine and as authentic as possible to the script rather than the video game. Maybe if she was a big fan of the game and she loved Ellie as a character beforehand, maybe that would influence her performance in the HBO show, which for some reason isn't something they want. I would have thought coming into this that they would want that. They would want someone to be a big fan of the video game, especially someone who's playing Ellie, right? However, I'm sure the guys in, Naughty Dog, HBO, Neil Druckmann in particular, I'm sure they have like this vision for how they want Ellie to be portrayed in the show, right? And like I've said 1,000 times when I talk about The Last of Us on HBO, it's not going to be a carbon copy of the video game. So I'm sure whatever alterations they make for the show is for the greater good of the show, right? Like Jeffrey Pierce came out in a statement and said that everyone who worked on the show is a massive fan of the video game. It turns out that's a lie. Bloody Bella Ramsey hasn't even played the damn thing, but everyone who's put the show together, from the producers, the directors, makeup artists, all of them, they're massive fans of the video games, and so I'm sure they're working hard to make sure that the show doesn't drift off too far from the video game and that it stays as true as possible, right? And so maybe in a weird way, they think the best way for them to do that is for some of the main characters to not play the video games and to follow the cues they've set in the script rather than the game, because they want to portray the story in a particular way, right? Maybe they don't want to lean too much on the video game because they feel like perhaps that won't translate as well on the little screen, right? When we all come to watch this next year. Whatever they do, right? Whatever direction they lean in with these characters in the show, I'm sure will be in the best interest of the Last of Us world, right? And I have nothing but faith in those guys. They've done nothing but deliver time and time again. So like I've said 1,000 times when we talk about The Last of Us, is that I have nothing but faith in those guys. Naughty Dog, HBO, Neil Druckmann, they've done nothing but deliver, and so I have nothing but faith. And so that's why I feel so optimistic about Bella Ramsey being casted as Ellie, right? Because if they walked away from her audition feeling like she was the best person for the role, then hell, I'm sure she is the best person for the role. You know what I mean? Especially after the teaser that came out lately, right? Like from the clips we saw, it seemed as though Bella Ramsey performed perfectly, right? In the role of Ellie. I was very glad with what I got to see. Whatever small worries I may have had were definitely rinsed once I saw the trailer and once I saw her actually play the role. And so I would urge you all just to be as optimistic as possible, right? Have faith in the guys at Naughty Dog and HBO. They've done nothing but deliver time and time again. Have faith, guys, okay? I'm sure they're gonna nail it. It's gonna be great. And stop giving Bella Ramsey so much shit, man. Like, especially before the shows even came out. She doesn't deserve it. I'm sure she's done a fantastic job and she's done nothing to prove otherwise. And so please, guys, I would just urge you, be optimistic and don't be such a negative fuck online all the time. And with that being said, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more Last of Us content. Also leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts and opinions about the casting of Bella Ramsey. Hopefully it's not negative, and if it is, please leave a reason as to why you feel that way. Don't just leave a negative comment. Explain yourself. Why do you feel that way? Okay, and I'd love to get back to you when I have the time. If you guys have made it to the end of the video, thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.